Hello friends, today, we are in a new episode of Transfer News. As you know, the transfer window has started in many countries. We will be discussing the latest transfer news on the agenda today. If you enjoy videos like these and love football, you can subscribe to my channel. If you are ready, let's get started. Enjoy watching. Newcastle United reportedly spoke to the family of Jobe Bellingham about signing him before he joined Sunderland and are still keeping tabs on him. Daily Mail reports that after following the midfielder's progress at Birmingham City, the Magpies were eager to add him to their youth ranks. But Bellingham, whose brother Jude plays at Real Madrid, was looking for a transfer that would ensure playing time with the first squad. According to the report, Newcastle has continued to watch Bellingham this season and may make a new bid for him this year given Sunderland's strategy of developing youngsters before selling them on. The youngster was signed by Sunderland for an incredible £1.5 million. Since then, the 18-year-old has emerged as one of the Black Cats' most vital players, playing in 25 championship games this season and tallying 4 goals. If the Black Cats decide to sell him, they will benefit handsomely since a number of Premier League teams are interested in him. Paris Saint-Germain are plotting a move for Bruno Guimaraes in the January transfer window, but must overcome 2 major obstacles to land him. The French giants have made the Brazilian midfielder their top target for the January transfer window, but signing him will be no easy task. The 26-year-old is one of Newcastle's most valuable players and agreed to sign a new contract until 2028. PSG would have to match the release clause that Newcastle added to the new deal, which is reported to be around £100 million. Another issue that could hinder PSG's hopes of getting a deal over the line is the rivalry between the team's Qatari owners and the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, which took control of Newcastle in 2021. However, the relationship between the two nations is said to have improved since the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. One factor that could work in PSG's favor, however, is their relationship with Bruno Guimaraes' agent Giuliano Bertolucci. He has already conducted business with the club recently, seeing his clients Lucas Beraldo and midfielder Gabriel Mascardo head to the French capital. Roberto Firmino could be on his way back to the Premier League in the January transfer window just 6 months after leaving Liverpool, a report says. The forward joined Al Ahly in the summer transfer window from Liverpool on a free transfer. He could be set for a move back to the Premier League this month as Fulham are interested in signing him, while Sheffield United had previously wanted him. Firmino is reported to be unhappy at Al Ahly and ready to leave the club after just 6 months. Fulham, meanwhile, are eager to invest in a new striker after seeing their previous talisman, Aleksandar Mitrovic, depart for Saudi Arabia, too, joining Al Hilal. Arsenal's hopes of signing Ivan Toney from Brentford in the January window have been dealt a significant blow by Bees manager Thomas Frank. The Gunners are determined to sign the striker this month to help boost their chances of winning the Premier League. However, it has been reported that they will have to pay around €90 million to convince Brentford to let him leave, but Frank is confident Toney will stay. Asked if he thinks Toney will stay beyond January, he said, "The very short answer is yes. He is a Brentford player, he is here. We miss a few offensive players, and I cannot see why we should sell him. I would love to have him here for a long time. It is not for me to discuss an offer, but if I could ever recommend one, it would need to be an unbelievable price, so he will stay here." Barcelona are facing an uphill task trying to land Girona's Alex Garcia as they look to sign the midfielder in January. Due to Gavi's long-term injury, Pedri's constant fitness issues and Oriol Romeo's disappointing form, Xavi Hernandez has requested the club sign another midfielder in the form of Garcia. However, as per The Athletic, the deal is going to be a very difficult one to complete due to Barca's ever-present financial troubles. The report suggests that Barcelona and their coaching staff are very impressed by Garcia's performances this season, but Girona are not looking to sell the 26-year-old or reach a deal with their fellow Catalans. Barca are reportedly interested in a deal that will see Romeo go the other way, but Girona have rejected that approach and will only let the player go if Joan Laporta and company reach the player's €20 million release clause. AC Milan forward Olivier Giroud is stalled on signing a new deal with the Rossoneri, and is now contemplating a switch to MLS as a result. The Frenchman snubbed a move to Saudi Arabia last summer, but is now more tempted than ever to secure a late career move to the USA. At 37 years old, he might be ready to join Lionel Messi's league. Giroud is a legend of the game, and would undoubtedly be a handsome addition to the league, even at his age. However, the report says that the Frenchman will not make his mind up until April or even May. Since his arrival at the club in 2021, he's scored 41 goals in 106 appearances. Kylian Mbappe's comments on his future after Paris Saint-Germain's Trophy de Champions triumph has reportedly left Real Madrid frustrated. After guiding PSG to Trophy de Champions triumph on Wednesday, the French star claimed that he is yet to decide on his future and that he has an agreement with the Ligue 1 champions. The post-match comments have reportedly angered Real Madrid, who have set a deadline of mid-January for Mbappe to take a final call on if he wants to move to the Spanish capital in the summer. Journalist Josep Pedrerol said, "Real Madrid are not amused by Mbappe's words. They do not want to get into a season-long drama, and it appears Mbappe does." The 25-year-old attacker has entered the final 6 months of his contract with PSG, meaning he is free to negotiate terms with clubs outside of League One, with no extension clause being activated as yet. Other than Los Blancos, Liverpool have also emerged as possible candidates to sign the Frenchman. Former Manchester United star Louis Saha has urged the club to sign Karim Benzema to solve their goal-scoring woes. The former France international forward wants the Red Devils to sign his compatriot Karim Benzema from Al Ittihad as he feels the veteran striker would provide a massive boost to the beleaguered United side. He also called out the team management for being unable to provide enough support to Rasmus Haaland in the attacking third, which has led to the striker's goal drought in the Premier League in his maiden season. Saha said, "Benzema will shake up the United front line and that's what they need. He will definitely score goals and he will link up the play a lot better. It's just a dream, but Karim is still a very professional guy. He's the type of striker that Haaland will learn from, but that's just a fantasy." Manchester United have confirmed that they have triggered a break clause to cut short Sergio Reguilón's season-long loan from Tottenham. The 27-year-old joined United on loan in September after several key players were sidelined due to injuries, including first-choice left-back Luke Shaw. The Red Devils decided that they won't need Reguilón's services for the remainder of the campaign, with Shaw now back to full fitness and Tyrell Malacia also nearing a return from injury. United confirmed on Thursday that the Spaniard would be heading back to North London effective immediately, with Tottenham substantiating the same news in their own statement. Jadon Sancho is ready to escape his Manchester United nightmare, with a loan return to Borussia Dortmund reportedly agreed. The England international, who moved to Old Trafford for £75 million in the summer of 2021, has found himself frozen out in the 2023-24 campaign. Having been accused by Erik ten Hag of allowing standards to slip in training, Sancho has not figured for United since August 26 and has been forced to work in the Red Devils' academy system. An exit route has been found in the January transfer window. It is claimed that Sancho will be retracing steps to Germany on a short-term deal that will cost Dortmund just £2.6 million and allow the 23-year-old to resume his professional career in familiar surroundings. It is suggested that a few minor tax details need to be ironed out before Sancho is free to leave Manchester United, with it possible that he could join Dortmund at their Marbella winter training camp on Friday, prior to Dortmund taking in a friendly date with AZ Alkmaar on Saturday. Kevin De Bruyne could opt to leave Manchester City in favor of joining a Saudi Pro League club next summer. The Saudi Public Investment Fund have renewed their interest in the Manchester City star, having reportedly gotten back in touch with the player, and they view him as a primary target for next summer. De Bruyne's current contract with the Citizens expires in 2025, which means that he could consider evaluating his options in the summer of 2024 when only 1 year will be left in his existing deal. In October 2023, Cristiano Ronaldo's club Al Nassr reportedly showed interest in the former Chelsea star. He even attracted attention from a Saudi second-tier club Al Qadsiya. Amad Diallo could head out of Manchester United again amid interest from Sunderland and Leicester City. After spending the last season on loan at Sunderland, where he scored 14 goals and helped the team reach the playoffs, the youngster returned to his parent club Manchester United ahead of the 2023-24 campaign. He remained out of action with an injury since July 2023 and made his first appearance for United in over 2 years in the club's final game of the year against Nottingham Forest. The 21-year-old could head out of Old Trafford once again in the January transfer window, as the Red Devils are yet to decide on the player's future, who has a contract with the club until 2025. Amad's former club Sunderland are desperate to reunite with the winger, while their championship rival Leicester City are also considering making a move for him. Chelsea have entered talks with Palmeiras over a move for Brazilian wonderkid Messinho after Paris Saint-Germain were priced out of a move. The Blues are in negotiations with Palmeiras for Messinho, but the teenager's price tag is an issue. Messinho's release clause is set at €45 million, but Chelsea would prefer to bid lower than that sum. The Blues would rather pay a fixed fee of €20 million with another €20 million in variables. Palmeiras are not willing to negotiate the price as things stand, with their tough stance meaning PSG have already lost interest in the youngster. Messinho is the latest Brazilian sensation to attract interest from Europe's top clubs. The winger shone at the recent Under-17 World Cup for Brazil and appears to be in demand. While clubs are keen to sign him up now, Messinho won't actually be able to move until he turns 18 in 2025. Juventus are reportedly considering a swoop for Felipe Anderson, who has seen his contract extension demands at Lazio knocked back. Anderson has been a pivotal player for Maurizio Sarri's side this season, featuring in all 18 of their Serie A fixtures so far. However, his days at Lazio might be numbered. With his contract with Lazio set to expire at the end of the season, Juventus are exploring the prospect of signing the 30-year-old as a free agent. Manchester United have identified Crystal Palace winger Michael Olise as one of their first major targets of the Sir Jim Ratcliffe era. The British billionaire announced his purchase of a 25% stake in the club on Christmas Eve and is thought to have taken control of football operations immediately. This involves a complete overhaul of United's failed transfer policy, which the Standard reports could include a move for Olise. The France international is admired by those within Ratcliffe's Ineos group, who feel the Eagles winger could revitalize Erik ten Hag's stale forward line. Only Sheffield United and Burnley have scored fewer Premier League goals than the Red Devils this campaign, who have posted just 22 in total. Olise, by contrast, is in fine form for Palace, having recorded 4 goals and an assist in his last 4 league matches. However, the Standard reports that any move for the 22-year-old winger will have to wait until the summer, when his release clause comes into effect following a new £100,000 a week deal signed in August. It is thought to be comfortably above the £35 million clause which Chelsea tried to trigger last summer.